summons a massive tidal wave from its shell, crushing enemies with powerful water pressure, deals heavy damage and stuns foes in a wide radius.
Unleashes a blazing inferno that engulfs the area, followed by a serpent-like constriction. Deals massive fire damage and immobilizes enemies.
Calls upon a massive plant eruption from the ground, trapping enemies in vines, deals substantial damage and roots enemies in place for a short duration, emits a powerful roar that creates shockwaves, stunning all enemies within range, boosts its attack power, and deals heavy damage to foes caught in the blast.
Unleashes a massive tidal wave of fire, engulfing the battlefield with blazing water. Deals massive area of effect damage and burns enemies while flooding the terrain.
Gallops at lightning speed, surrounded by an aura of blooming flowers and radiant light. Heals allies and unleashes a devastating ground shockwave that damages and debuffs enemies.
Charges through the battlefield, creating a powerful whirlpool that pulls enemies in. Deals massive water damage and boosts its speed while reducing enemy movement. Engulfs the battlefield in an explosive burst of fire, followed by rapid strikes from its fiery fists. Deals devastating damage to all enemies and leaves a fire trail that continues to burn.
Creates a massive tornado of razor-sharp leaves and vines, sweeping away enemies in its path. Deals damage over time and causes enemies to be slowed. Summons both massive tidal waves and seismic tremors, shaking the ground and drowning enemies. Deals colossal damage to all foes in range and disrupts their movements.
Unleashes a barrage of fiery claws, creating a storm of flames that ravages all enemies. Deals intense fire damage and leaves enemies burned for several seconds.
Summons a massive ice storm that freezes the battlefield, followed by a powerful water surge. Deals ice and water damage, freezing enemies and lowering their defenses. Unleashes a devastating fire and earth eruption, causing the ground to crack open and flames to shoot from the cracks. Deals massive area damage and burns enemies while creating an earthquake that disrupts their movements.
Summons a dark, stormy sky that unleashes both fierce lightning and torrential rain. Deals massive damage with electric shocks and water blasts, paralyzing enemies caught in the storm.
The Serpegin ascends into the sky, summoning a massive storm of swirling feathers and venomous energy. Deals colossal wind and poison damage to all enemies in the area, while lowering their speed and defense.